love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy. Come here again if you need to meet us. We'll know you're coming.
After you leave, I get to take the security.
If we stay here too long, we're gonna get sick.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
No, I just went out for a little...
It's a good thing your survival and my humanity but... fine. You did get rid of Kellogg. How'd you manage?
The railroad helped me.
Oh, God. I would have... Sorry. You're not... I came up with some schematics here. You know the craziest part of all the data's on...
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises. But
Right.
can you?
I've got it covered.
Good. And don't... Now go on.
Protect and serve.
Don't you have work to be doing?
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up swinging across.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment the Institute to accomplish, I've had that's where...
I have a way to infiltrate the Institute, using a device...
So it appears I'm now.
I think...
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay. I'll call it.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected. My duty shift was long. I'm glad we made a difference out here.
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? Alright, I'll buy it.
The Institute uses...
Teleport. This explains why we...
Right.
Not to mention how they... And this...
Well, you definitely...
Damn right I do. It's gonna...
Wow. I'm glad you could...
I haven't made... You're also going to need a massive...
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
Building the platform yet?
Yes, I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move. Here's a list of it. Now, I know some of that...
Looks good, Ingram.
Oh, it's important. If you... I'd wish you good luck.
This damn PC is updating but slow as hell. Show off. You are one massive show-off, Lulu.
somewhere. Somewhere!
Right now.
Attention all personnel. Research patrols are a crucial facet of our operation here in the Commonwealth. Any Brotherhood soldiers that have not received a research patrol assignment should speak to Proctor Quinlan immediately.
Watch your step on the flight deck. It's a long way down. With the signal.
Remarkable work, Knight. Just come back here, Knight. You aren't going near that teleporter until you've heard me out.
Sir.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
Nothing's gonna stop me when I'm so close to the answers I'm looking for.
Eager to get inside, huh? Now, once you've entered, about 10 years ago, during this project.
That's fortunate.
Yes. Securing you.
Sure.
That said, after some time, we're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
I'm surprised that the Brotherhood let her go.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Li's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Li previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can... Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware. Just keep your mind... Good luck.
Proctor.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform.
Hey.
Ready.
Pull yourself together and get up
Paladin
onto that
dance.
platform.
What do you want?
What are your thoughts on a...
I don't see how this is a relevant question right now.
The device doesn't work from over there.
That was
You have
it.
to be
Very
on the
well.
platform. Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Would need the key. Useless. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
God damn them. So many years stolen.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards. They killed your father.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Damn it. Sean, open the door.
Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. Let's...
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes.
I want...
Under the circumstances. But you have... It's good. I am.
Bullshit!
Is it? But then, is it really? And...
They stole you.
Right?
Sure.
So they follow.
Yeah. You lost me.
You don't...
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Plenty of that, even in their attempts to... But then, I am their father.
I don't believe you. There's no... It can't be true.
I've shown you.
All right.
I know.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is... I've been a part of... And...
I won't be a part of this.
Why? The Institute can provide a better life than you've been.
Your Institute has done some horrible...
Yes, well. What about the people? The Brotherhood? And you? None. We really... Will you take...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we... Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the... I'm sorry.
Right.
The elevator.
spares, Elder. We're here to...
Lancer Captain Kells has informed me that the Institute's on high alert, and you're to blame. Explain yourself, Knight.
The Institute is the enemy. I was simply doing my duty.
Your duty is to follow my orders to the letter, Knight. Your instructions were clear. You were to infiltrate the Institute, find Dr. Lee, and convince her to return to the Brotherhood. I'm extremely disappointed in you, Knight.
My apologies, Elder.
Apologies are meaningless. Brotherhood soldiers take responsibility for their actions and move on. I expect no less out of you. Fortunately, this incident doesn't change our current strategy. We have a contingency plan that's already being put into effect. It should... Now,
right?
I want you to bring it to her. And Knight, don't disappoint me again.
Hey.
Need something?
Paladin Danse.
What's up?
How do you think things are between us?
I haven't been able to make that evaluation yet. When I do, I'll let you know.
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind it,
How do you think things are between us?
I'll inform you when I'm ready to make that kind of determination.
Didn't have anything else.
Not a problem.
Trying to minimize
Shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
You believe synths?
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the end...
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with... Speaking of technology, I'm dying to find out what...
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness.
That would be the... Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute... After that, in the meantime... So, I bet you're...
Right. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help.
It will. Come on. It's... Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry. Maximum Kells.
Hey.
You point, I shoot.
Excuse me, Paladin Danse.
If you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
She's not built for fighting.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace this, and given that you've adjusted...
This storage bay...
That's very kind. Thank you.
Well, you deserve it. When I was in... He was a monk.
Sure.
From the moment I fought...
It sounds like he was trying...
If he was.
Right?
After the news, it's taken me a long... It's because...
I'm flattered that you have so much...
You've earned that. Well, I...
Heads up.
What? Yeah?
It's about time for you to go.
I'm not going to come back alive.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence. Because this is not going to be... Now, the bad news is that it's going to take more... The first problem is his CPU.
There's got to be a way to solve...
I do all... As much as what we need. Her name's Professor...
Right.
Why don't you have... Oh, and take... Once she sees... In the meantime... Hey, Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you?
Yes, of course.
As you wish, Mum.
You lead the way, and I'll follow, ma'am. A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
Doing housework?
Heads up.
Something you need, Mum?
This better be an emergency.
Look alive.
Mom?
Wait there.
Will do.
Sorry to let you down, but I'm afraid I'm not in the mood to teach biology lessons today.
Well, if something's wrong, maybe I can help.
It's my colleague, Professor Skara. Her normal field expeditions never... I'm...
Sure.
Oh dear. I hope she's all right.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
Oh, that would be one... The last place, Professor... I'll mark it on your... Look.
Look alive.
Can I be of service?
sanction the use of lethal force against the looters.
Welcome to the jet.
All employees, report suspicious behavior to the director immediately. Remember, you are the pride of General Atomics.
Welcome to the jet.
Be on the lookout.
Back alley boys. Step right this way and I'll get you all set up. What's all you need? You hear me coming? Now I have shown you. What a scrap for a queen and
Excuse me, but this is a private research site. If you're here to study these robots, I'll have to insist you relocate.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Oh, well, that puts an entirely different spin on everything, doesn't it? My name's Andanans. The whole thing's rather... So, now that
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to ask for your help.
How very interesting. I wasn't aware that you people ever asked for anything. While I'm flattered that perhaps if...
Right? We need your expertise to get Liberty Prime back online.
Liberty Prime? Where have I heard that before? Oh, yes. I believe it's some kind of an enormous intriguing as it... Perhaps you could...
Maybe this will change your mind?
Intriguing. So, your technicians must use these? It's quite an I'll wrap up my collecting trip and meet you at your headquarters.
Sure.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Remember, the use of force against customers is strictly prohibited.
Ah, the airport. Once a bustling hub of activity, now a glorified scrapyard.
The Prydwen is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her for our Ingram?
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Professor?
You call this a good start? thing's memory core was completely corrupted. Haven't you people ever heard of inertial dampeners? Titanium shock casing? It won't be easy, but Todd should be able to make a few modifications and get his basic functions online. If you can keep your inept scribes from slowing you down.
Charming, isn't she?
Yeah. Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. I've never seen... In fact...
Sure. Anything you need.
That's what I love about
Right.
You're ready to leave. The actuators are what allow... Prime's new limbs are... We're gonna have to rip those out. What we need you to do is build the actuators for...
All right. Here's a list of...
Now, before you get that... The only thing, according to Proctor Quinlan, the best place... We've already sent out...
Once you start... Good luck.
Miss Lucy!
Codsworth.
Here we are.
Your thoughts?
How do you keep an idiot in suspense? Ah! Get it?
It's time for us.
Right then, Mum.
Attention all personnel. Research patrols are a crucial facet of our operation here in the Commonwealth. Any Brotherhood soldiers that have not received a research patrol assignment should speak to Proctor Quinlan immediately.
Can't handle.
I'm looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons.
Put 2 in the head, and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
Your reconnoiter of the Institute complete. We finally have first... and knowledge about their facility.
Excuse me, should you be out of
Intruder, identify yourself. Scanning for hostiles. All clear.
Please stand still. Be out of your stand still and we shall begin. Still, shall I administer some anesthesia?
Got it.
Someone dirty and disreputable, I should wonder. Thought as much. Nothing there after all.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
Commonwealth looks bad?
Proctor Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Thank goodness. I've finished restoring Prime's basic program, but trying to explain to him why he can't walk is testing my patience.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. Without them,
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where...
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is the Commonwealth was, but since we arrived...
Liberty Prime will...
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's Proctor Quinlan. We're fairly certain the cat.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good. Scribe, I suggest you, hopefully by the time... Good luck, Knight.
I haven't seen a plane in donkey's years. Funny, shall I accompany you?
That's why I'm here.
Right behind. Picking up high levels of radioactivity.
Joining our cause was the wisest
Scribe
decision of your
Halen.
life, sir.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way.
Thanks, Halen. I assume.
We're doing the best we've had, thanks to the...
That's not surprising. After all.
I appreciate it. Anyway, I've had the...
Sure.
We've rigged up this distress... When you...
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Look. Good luck now.
I'm not mistaken, and my database says I'm not. That's a pyramid.
Defensive protocols engaged.
Just enough.
Hey,
Miss Lucy?
Codsworth.
Here you go.
It's time for you to head home.
Right then, Mum.
You know those sets with the plastic faces? Creep the heck out. Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to make sure that the Mark 28 nukes remain stable when loaded into his bomb pack. Shouldn't take us more than a day or so.
Well, Professor, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
I appreciate the confidence, but we haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I have full confidence in everyone's
I appreciate that.
Proctor.
Actually, after all,
I'm in total agreement with Proctor.
Liberty Prime, back online.
let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. It's looking good from where I'm sitting. Professor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty...
With him on our side?
I couldn't agree with you. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself.
You didn't have to do that, Ingram.
Come on.
Right?
Besides, anyway, that's Elder Max and...
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
I find your ignorance awfully convenient. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've just Paladin Danse.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The data Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without it. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
I won't do it. Danse deserves...
You will do it. I'm giving you a direct... Listen. But if we're to remain strong, find Proctor Quinn. And Knight, you're dismissed.
Attention all personnel. I'm disappointed I need to address this, but unsanctioned social contact with Commonwealth natives is strictly prohibited.
You were coming. Sorry about this business.
Anyone who is engaged in such fraternization should report to Knight Captain Cade for immediate decontamination. That is all.
I don't want to talk about it.
I understand. Auntie, I've been as your... I think you may want...
What the hell is this?
I assume...
So he sets Danse up?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate... That can only mean...
I don't have time to discuss it.
Why? I can't believe... There's obvious...
Scribe Hale. Now, unless you're...
Of course. I believe I have...
Very well, then.
Knight, if you... I've stored the data.
I'll take anything that gets me closer.
Yes, ma'am.
Proceed.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
Well, if it isn't the woman who revived...
Halen?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you. I've known Paladin Dan. He trained me, showed me the ropes. He's earned... I don't care what...
Get to the point.
I'm trying.
Right.
Danse. That's why, if you're...
Sure. All right. I'll hear him out.
That's all that... I'll just... It was listening post Bravo. It's isolated. Just...
Internal monitoring active. Looks quiet.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting green.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
Commonwealth's in dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Going down. In fruit hold it. Right there.
Excuse me.
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked.
I don't understand what's going on, Danse.
Believe me, this is more of a shock to me than it is to you. I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxson even want me alive?
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxson had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant... Technology?
Right.
I need to be...
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
What do you mean, risk my life?
If Maxon learns that you've disobeyed a direct order to save the life of a synth, he'd have you executed. Why would you risk that for me?
You're the proof that Maxon's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind?
Yeah!
I'm gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind, not its downfall. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Yeah, there is that little problem to deal with.
Actually, I might have a solution. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I take my... Now.
Going down.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty.
I don't understand.
Believe me, until I never expected if it was so.
No, but I...
Don't be rude. Look, I wish, but that
Right.
if you just since technology that's run them,
Sure.
I need to be the example.
The empathy that you're showing...
I appreciate. I'm ready to accept it. Maxon,
No. I won't.
I can't believe you. Why would you?
You're the proof that Maxon's...
You're right. I'm not tech. Perhaps now that
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path. The only clear. The sooner I take my holotags. Now, come on.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive because you're wrong about him.
Him! Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. By attempting to play God.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical Look around you, Dan. Millions. They called it a new frontier, and can't you see the same thing? You're a single bomb and
You're comparing Dance to...
This machine might not place it where you want the dance. A precision strike?
Sure.
How can you trust a machine? Those ethics...
It's true. But when I saw my brothers, and when I heard your speech, don't you understand? From the moment I was taken...
It's too late for that. The Institute is foolishly... I don't intend. My orders stand.
It's all right. You convinced me that I would... Whatever you decide.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices...
Very well.
If Dance dies, then you lose me as well. I can't stay in good...
Unbelievable. You'd be willing to sacrifice your... So, it appears we've arrived, allowing Dance to live, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as you are pursued. From this day forward, should you choose to, do we...
I do. Thank...
Don't miss... The only reason you're still... I'm returning. Take some time. We still have the...
That's all for in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass number. Come on, baby. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you, but to be crystal...
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the cans way too hard.
Hey.
But
Ready.
I got my eyes open. I see.
Paladin,
Yes?
I think it's time we split the team.
I'm not going to lie. Come back.
We'll file out separately after you. Best not to attract attention.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose you did get rid of how?
The railroad helped me.
I came up with some here. You know the great all the day.
Sure. I'm sure it'll work.
For the can you build it? You have people.
I've got it covered.
Good. It's now go on.
Protect and serve.
Desdemona.
Ah, the Courser Killer returns. And what brings you back here?
build a signal interceptor to get into the Institute.
Even if one of my own agents told me that, I'd be skeptical. And from a stranger? Listen, you're obviously talented. I believe you'd be a great asset to our organization. So, prove it. Run the op with Deacon. If everything checks out, then we...
What's that noise? What? It's over. For now.
Deacon, is that you?
Like the disguise? It's Wastelander camo.
This is my pile of garbage, asshole. Back off.
Good, right? You're lucky I didn't do one of my face swaps, too. Like the disguise? It's Wasteland. This is my pile.
I almost didn't recognize you.
That's the point. The railroad, our old base.
That sounds really...
It was a...
Let's find it then.
We gotta do one thing. We got a tourist for now. So I'm looking for rail signs. Symbols we use to send messages to each other. If you like that, we got signs and countersigns, dead drops, even a secret handshake. Alright, maybe the handshake never got on. Anyway, the tourist should have a trail left for us. Here we go. Rail sign. The arrow in the center indicates a direction. So our tourist is up ahead. Let's keep going.